Hi, I'm back again. This is going to be a different video. You're just going to get me talking. Some people say it's a vlog style, but let's go with the flow. Why not? We are going to talk about something very I'm just gonna spill out. I know on my channel I'm supposed to do movies and stuff like that, but the thing is, lately I still do buy movies, but I'm not really in the mood to do like, oh, let's review this film, let's review that film, let's review that, and I just like, what am I doing? Only because, like, it's just, don't get me wrong, I still want to show you movies, I still want to do this. It's just that it stems down from what happened on the 29th of September this year. And if you're new to my channel and you don't know, I had a gastric bypass surgery and there was a couple of complications, but I'm alright. I'm getting there. It's alright. So, like, as I've spoken in my other videos, there was complications and explaining, but we'll just do a little bit of talking about what's happening now. It's going to be 6 weeks tomorrow. What's going to be going on tomorrow. Oh, what's going on now? Some days I'll be alright and I can eat a little. Say, like, for example, I will just say what happened today. I've had a little bit of cottage pie, I've had a nice bit of cake. Oh, it's a Mr. Kipling and it's just one of them singular slices. I've had that, I've had some juice, I've had a yogurt drink which helps and stuff like that. But other days, I can only eat, say like Melba toast or a little bit of corned beef mash, and it somehow gets lodged like here, hang on, say about here, and I have to vomit. I know it's not a nice word to say, but I have to vomit back up. So it's crazy that I have to do all this, but I want to be able to eat properly. So, as friends of mine have been saying to me, it's only mind over matter, so don't worry about it at all. And that's what I'm starting to realise. Yeah, this is mind over matter. And yeah, I go in the fridge and there's all piles of meat that I can't even have because that's Peter's. Because he won't let me have it. And I'm like, because hopefully by Christmas I want to be able to have a little roast dinner. That's what I'm aiming for, is, well, Christmas Eve basically, have a little roast dinner and see how I get from there. I'll explain this in the nicest way possible. I'm so blessed that I've had this surgery, because it's proved to me that I can lose the weight, but I just needed that push. Whereas if I didn't have the surgery, I'd still be eating constantly, and I'd probably be dead. It's not a nice thing to say, but this surgery has saved my life. And there have been times where, like, I've gone to myself, I wish I didn't have the surgery now and this, that, and it's the times when I've been sick and I've been in bed and just didn't feel like me. Like, I respect people and their own opinions. It's like, I've got other friends that are overweight and I don't know, they like their food, so I like my food, but I done something that I wanted to do and needed to do. So that's what I say, I'm made up for people that don't want to do this diet and like the food and want to enjoy the food and stuff like that. But there's people in this world that don't even get to eat food and they're starving all the time. So I find people that are lucky that we do have food and we have nice food to eat and all of the stuff like that. And then there's the other category. There's like the category where I've just talked about the surgical route, which I took, and I'm actually feeling little bits of results now. And then there's people that don't want to go the surgical route but want to eat healthy and want to go to the gym and just exercise, even if it's like walk today. Like my friend Michelle Yarborough, which is Stephen's wife, she does exercise and she eats healthy, and her diabetes, she's done it due to her diabetes, and she's lost a hell of a lot of weight, and I'm made up for her. She just looks fantastic. And then there's two other people that are in the YouTube movie community that are they're losing weight and they're on a diet and they go in the gym and they're going swimming all the time. Now I know one person, which is Wet Movie One, Brendan Mitchell. He lost 56 pounds in just over 3 months, I think it was about 4 months. So he's doing really well. And then there's Sean, which is Pool Duda. He's lost over 100 pounds, and when you see them doing the videos now, they look totally different. Especially Sean, because he put on a shirt that he couldn't wear a couple of years ago, and now he can wear it, and now he can wear certain stuff, and he's so made up. It's like Brendan. You can see his difference, and we can see their differences as well, so I'm made up about that. But as I said, the reason why I chose the surgical route is because I've tried losing weight easy that way. I did lose about 6 stone, 7 stone, and then all of a sudden mine was just through stress. I was just completely stressed out all the time that I ended up putting the weight on. So I went through the surgical route, and it actually took me 5.5 years to have the surgery, and then I'm at this stage now where I can feel stuff that I'm not used to. It's like, if I want to do some exercise, right, and I'm lying on my side and I just wanted to do some leg raises. Now, the side that I'll be lying on, all I can feel is bone. Whereas before I'd feel that bit of flab. So it's crazy, but we're alright. I'm getting there. I'm getting used to things. I'm actually getting used to now. I'm just having my drink. What it is I have to, like, with any other person, they can eat and drink at the same time, whereas me, because I've had this surgery, if I want to drink, I have to drink, I think it's 15-20 minutes before I have something to eat, and then it's an hour after I have something to eat, so I can't drink like in between, which that sucks in itself. It's crazy. So that's a bit more talk about the weight side. Like, there is, like, don't get me wrong, I know I've done the right thing, and know I'm so happy. And now I realise it's gonna take time before I can eat properly. Like, I've done well today. I ate a quarter of a cottage pie, and then I had a cake about an hour and a half afterwards, so I didn't do too bad. But I didn't have any water, so I done good. But, like, other than that, like, there has been, like, a couple of days where I've been in bed and I just feel like, oh, why did I do this for? But then, to be honest, I look in the mirror and I just see this different person to the one that I saw almost 6 weeks ago. I know it's crazy to understand, but that's how I look at things and put my stamp on perspective. It's crazy. Another thing I want to talk about. Somebody brought it up in a video. Like, I've sort of talked about it, but I'll go more about it. It is a female, and it's a very good friend of mine on YouTube. She talked about whereas before something amazing in her life happened, she was doing lists and all sorts of stuff like that. And then when, how I would say, the amazing thing happened, she just was different in a good way, which I'm so happy for her and made up for her. It's like, she does still want to do videos, but she feels uncomfortable doing certain stuff, and she just feels that she wants to talk about stuff that's important, not some silly, stupid stuff. And I totally get what she's saying. Like, I am a mum myself, so I know exactly what she's going through, because because I suffered with postnatal depression for many months, and before I was pregnant, I was taking videos, I was talking to people online, I was this, that and the other. And then when I knew I was pregnant, I was like, should I tell people I'm pregnant? Shouldn't I? And to be honest, I didn't. I left it till I was about 8.5, 9 months, and then people saw this picture doing, oh, we didn't know you were pregnant, blah blah blah. But after that, I was feeling like the pinch, because I wasn't doing YouTube videos back in 2007. I was doing Facebook, and I was on all sorts of other stuff, and I felt like I didn't want to do it, because I had something that I was looking forward to. Because I had this, I was trying to be a mum, and I didn't want, and then all sorts of stupid stuff got in the way, and people interfered, and people taking stuff they shouldn't have took, and all sorts of crazy stuff. But that's the past, right? And I look at things now the way it's just totally different for me. Like, but say about 12 months ago, I was happy to have Tori on video and stuff like that. Now there's no way that because I thought I wasn't doing anything wrong. It was alright. My daughter was doing stuff, a review that she liked, and she was being with me, and even though Peter was off camera, he was still in the room and we were still together, but obviously it was wrong. And I know that now, and Tori has asked me on a couple of occasions, can we do a video together? And I've gone like, no, straight away, because I don't feel comfortable. I respect people that if they want to have their children online with them and stuff like that, but I used to feel like that. But now I don't feel it's right enough for it. It's not a good environment for her to do a video, just in case there's perverts and people, stuff like that, watching it. And I feel like that it shouldn't happen, because that's how I feel. Because at the end of the day, Tori is mine. She is my daughter and stuff like that. But I only want to, I may show like a picture of her now and again and stuff like that, but that's how I feel. I wouldn't let her go on camera, because like she says, I want to do videos, and it's like, it's not healthy for her. Like, I respect people that want to have their children on camera with them, or having their own channel or whatever, but me personally, I agree with Claire. Claire a couple of times had Logan on film, and now her and her husband don't agree with it. And I feel exactly the same now, because I don't think it's proper. It makes me feel uncomfortable, because before I was like all happy and excited that everybody was seeing it, but I was doing it for all the wrong reasons, and it's not fair on, well, it's not fair on Tori herself, because I'm putting it out there, and it also isn't fair on me, because it may show me in a bad light, or me as a bad parent, which I'm not. People in this world aren't perfect, and I know that for a fact. Nobody is, the saying goes, nobody is perfect. People do make mistakes, and I've paid mine a lot more than other people. I just don't want to go into that, but I just wanted to like clarify that when Claire done her vlog, I totally agree with her, and I was just putting my little bit to it. Just thinking what else. Like Christmas, we'll talk a bit about Christmas. Christmas for me, like, I don't look forward to Christmas, but this year, for the first time in a while, I'm actually looking forward to Christmas. Because what makes me happy, I'm elaborating a bit about Tori, even though she's not on camera, and she'll never be on camera again. Sorry guys, she'll never be doing a video with me again, but that's how I feel. What's going to make me happy is all the presents that I've paid out for her, and it's a lot of money. I've paid quite too much money, and I don't want to be upset like I did last year when I had like £4,000 worth of Christmas presents, and she couldn't even open them up till like, I think it was June this year, and it really upset me. I don't want to be waiting that long for a child to open up their Christmas presents. I just hope that I get to have that Christmas that I need finally. And I just want to be happy. I just want to see Tori opening up her presents, then she's made up, and that's that. And then Peter opening, because he's got quite a few this year. So that'll be good for me, and that would make me happy. So for this year, I am looking forward to Christmas, but I always have this like doubt in my mind that something's gonna happen, or someone's gonna do something stupid that's against the law by stealing videos and stuff like that they shouldn't be doing because it's got nothing to do with them, and just stupid stuff like that and petty stuff. So like, I'm just thinking of what else. So that wasn't really much to talk about, but I've just spoke on how I feel about if I'm hoping to celebrate Christmas this year. And then we'll talk about movies. Obviously that is the next topic. So films. I love films. I've started watching films since I think I was about 4 or 5, and I started watching. I had my first VHS tape, but mine wasn't like people would say, oh, my mum got me in a certain type of film, it was a horror film, blah blah blah. Mine was actually Popples and Moondreamers, and I can remember it to this certain day. I don't know whether I got it for my birthday or I got it for Christmas. I can't remember exactly, but that was the first VHS I ever bought. The first DVD I ever bought was The Secret Craft, and I still have this. 12 years later, I still have the same DVD, which is crazy. So that's the first DVD. And the first Blu-ray I ever bought was Watchmen. And that was 2 years ago, when I started doing this whole YouTube movie thing, which I thought like at first it was an amazing idea, because when Claire started, I not long after started. So the stuff that Claire was doing, Claire's got a different name now. Her name's amazing, the new one and the original one, and she was doing lists, and which gave me the idea to do lists of my own, top 5 lists, top 10 lists and stuff like that, which I really enjoyed doing. And then I had this downtime in my life that it was just, what am I doing this for and stuff like that. And then everyone knows the fallout to the old channel, and then I had this new channel where I was so angry and I was so determined, and I was like, anyone takes videos off my channel, blah, 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 blah. And I was just really, really crazy at the first. But I was like, looking back at them a few weeks ago, I was like, what am I doing? Is this me? So, which was like, that was like me before the surgery. I must have been like a totally different person, like ranting, raving. Like, I've watched back old videos before and I've gone like, what the hell am I talking about? Whereas now, I'm trying to make a lot of sense of things. Everything's just totally different than what things was I'd say about 12 months ago, maybe longer. Because I thought at one time, what am I doing? This isn't me. I'm just making a fucking mockery of things, and I'm not portraying out my personality and who I am and that. And since I created the Skylar Loves Gory Movies channel, everything's different. And like, I'm starting to feel like, right, this is me, this is my personality, this is my taste in movies, this is what I like what I like about the wrestling, and I like some girly stuff and talking about my weight, and I want to talk about different things and showing up, like, still doing the unboxings and that now and again, but only when I feel comfortable doing it, because that's what I want to do. Because there's times where, right, got the tablet out, ready to do the video of the unboxing, and then I'm like going, the next thing I'm going, what am I doing? What am I going to talk about? It's crazy, this is. And then I have like sort of like second thoughts. I feel a difference. Like, I know, like, you probably think, oh, what she's talking about, a whole load of beeswax and stuff like that. It's just my thoughts, my feelings. I've done it like, I'm just talking. I'm not shouting, I'm not doing anything. I'm just speaking my mind on certain stuff. But like, people don't have to like what I like, oh, I like wrestling and I like TNA wrestling and stuff like that. You don't have to like the same stuff as me. People have different opinions on things. I know I have a certain opinion on certain stuff, and I'm sort of like explaining to you, but that's how I am. That's how I want to explain. And the other thing I want to explain to you is, you get into like the 27-minute mark, and then you're probably thinking, why is she saying all this for? Is she leaving YouTube? If so, well, why is she doing a vlog style video for? Like, the way that she's talking, she just doesn't want to be here anymore. No, I do want to be a part of this YouTube movie community. I do want to still do videos. It's just that I used to have a certain thing every day, whereas now I'm only doing a video, maybe I'm probably doing about, I used to do about 12 videos a week, maybe more. I'm not even doing 3 or 4 now. That's how less it is for me. And I don't know if I'm going to be able, what I'm trying to explain is, I don't know if I'm going to be able to be doing the 12 videos a week again. I don't know if I'm going to be doing 4, I may just do 1 or 2 until I get into a routine of things that I need to do. It's like, I've promised you guys an overview of my movie collection, and I haven't done it because I just haven't had the time or the energy to do anything. It's just going back to the surgery. Since I've had the surgery, now and again I'll go for a little walk, but I haven't got time to like sit down like I'm doing now and just talking to you guys about certain stuff and that. And the only reason why I've got the time tonight is because, and I just want to get effort off. It's not like I'm getting stuff off my chest, it's just that I just want this to just see how it goes. I might just do a vlog every couple of months or something like that. I just want to just talk and just put, like, if somebody's had a certain thing said about something, then I just want to put my own stamp to it and just how I feel on things. Like, talking back on the movies, like, as a child, I was also a wrestling fan, but I had that side where I loved films. When I up to about the age of 12, I loved films. We used to have downstairs in the living room. I know I'm going on to different things, but that's how a vlog style thing is. You just automatically skip onto other things. So anyway, talking back to how, because it was videos in the late 80s. They didn't have DVDs back then. I used to remember as a child coming downstairs and flipping through this cabinet full of tapes, and a lot of them were blank tapes. Some of them were horror films, some of them were children's movies, some of them were action and stuff like that. And always, there was 2 films that I always picked out when I was a kid, and I was always watching them. So I probably know nearly everything about the film. And I talk about I talk about the films a lot actually on this channel. One of them's Hell Comes to Frogtown with Rowdy Roddy Piper. I talk about that film and I talk about that a lot. And the other film was Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Now, they were 2 of my favourite films as a kid, and I always, as a child, I was hooked on them 2 films. And like, my mum would say, "Oh, we'll watch this today," and I go, "No, I want to watch Hell Comes to Frogtown." No, we'll watch this later. And I was like, no. I specifically wanted to watch one of these 2 films. Or sometimes I'd go upstairs and I'll hide them, and then my older brother, or my older half brother, and my half sister, they would come like looking. Like, my brother I'd never used to have any privacy because he'd never used to knock on the door. He used to always barge in, because that's the way there's something wrong with him. He's crazy. And he used to always just barge in and go, "Where's the films?" And go, I'm watching." And then he'd try and take it out because it was like high up, and I used to shout, "Mom, Jamie's in the bedroom again. Get him out. I'm watching a film." And then in the end he used to get out because he knew I'd watched the film. And then he'd go, do you have a film? I go, "No, it's downstairs." And then in the end he'd find it would be downstairs. It was like, but what the thing was, if I had these films and I weren't watching them, I'd get the blame for having them in the bedroom. It was crazy. And then, but as I was growing up from after, because there was certain stuff that was going on, and it's just not good to talk about it now. I've talked about it another time. Between the ages of 12 and 17, well, say 13 and 17 actually, I wasn't that much into films. I liked music a lot. But I was still into my wrestling, was still faithful, watching every single pay-per-view and watching classic wrestling videos. But I used to run away a lot. That was my thing, and then food came in to my life, and I wanted certain types of food, and I'd get the food, stuff like that. That's what I'm trying to say. Movies have always come in and out of my life. That's what I'm trying to say. And then movies come back in about 10 years ago. And then I just slowly started to collect films. But it actually has been only the past 2 years where I've just gone, right, I just want to expand my collection even more. And that's how I've done it. And that's about like my movie collecting more in depth. I'm just thinking what else. So that's how, like, this is the thing. What I'm trying to explain is when I was enjoying movies and movies was a part of my life, I seemed to be this good girl. But when movies weren't a part of my life, I was just somebody that I just was being somebody who I wasn't. And then for the past couple of years, I've realised, why am I playing these games for? Why am I pretending? But this is what I realised. I was pretending to be somebody who I wasn't, and it was just mad, really. But other than that, I've also realised that now, because I am being myself, and I've realised I'm finally doing something that I should have done a long time ago, to fill them spaces between them certain ages. And now I'm starting to be myself again, and I'm just doing something that I love to do, and now I enjoy watching a film. It's like, I don't mind going to pictures and watching a film, but I'd rather stay in and watch a film, or watch the wrestling like I'm trying to watch now. I can still hear little bits of it. Then go out and drink and go to freaking parties and stuff like that. Because at one time, I used to want to do that all the time and just want to go out and just be with the wrong crowd, basically. But now, my ideal nighttime pleasure, whatever you want to call it, is I'm sitting down, nice glass of water or a glass of juice, watching the wrestling or watching a movie, or having a packet of Quavers and watching a film, or just doing something that's normal. Because that's who I want to be. I want to be a family lady, sits down, spends time with the partner watching a film, relaxing. I don't mind eating out now and again, or having well, I will obviously have a takeaway eventually. But the word I'm trying to come out is, I'm not that person that wants to go out gallivanting and stuff like that. That's not me. And that's what I'm trying to explain. I would rather stay in, even if it's to read a book. And that's fine, because I don't like going out of a night time. I feel it's too dangerous going out of a night. I like going out of a daytime. Even if I wanted to just go out for a walk, I walk to even Costa Coffee or something like that. That's what I like to do now. I like to go for a little walk of a day, sit in Costa Coffee, have a cup of coffee and read a book. And that's what I do now. I know it's probably boring to some people, but that's how I like to wear things. I like to relax, and that's all I want to do. I don't want to be like in somebody's face, going out drinking and doing whatever people do, because at the end of the day, I'm too old for that kind of stuff. I know people say, oh, you're never too old to do anything, but inside me, I feel I'm too old to do that. All the teeny boppers can go out and get high and get pissed and whatever they want. But for me, I don't want to do that. I'm not interested. It's like, even when I get married, like, the wedding party might be on till about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I'll probably be in bed by 10 o'clock. Or 11 o'clock, because that's how I am. Like, when I eventually get married, but because I'm not a night owl. I like even like since I've been up, had my surgery, I'm up at 4, 5 o'clock in the morning because of banging and fucking arseholes fucking tapping on windows and having glasses on the wall, etc, etc, etc. And plus, I'm a light sleeper now anyway, because one slight of noise, I'm awake, and that's it for the day. And then, like, when Peter gets back in, probably about 11:30, something like that, he's back in, I give him something to eat. By about 12:30, we're in bed, fast asleep. And then I get up again, whatever will get me woken up. So, after pause and interrupt and stuff like that, I finally near enough sorted this vlog out. It's just me talking. I know probably it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea what I talk about. Like, I'm going to do these now and again because it's alright. I feel calm. I'm not like shouting my head off, ranting, raving about certain stuff. I'm just thinking, what else do I need? What else can I do in this vlog while I'm still here? Yes. I will talk about one more thing. When I get a chance to, it may not be every week, it may be every couple of weeks, or a once a month, or it could be a once a month thing, so it could be 12 times a year. Basically, right, as you know, I was doing the top 10 list with James Boss, which is, I sort of I play PS4. I don't really know the proper name, but we were doing a list every week, and in the end, something had happened, and we couldn't commit to doing it every week. And then I had my operation, and as soon as I got out, I was going to do the list again, and then it just never happened. So what I've decided to do, I'm going to do a list, but I'm just going to do a no holds barred top 10 list. That means it can be anything from the spectrum. Like, it will be movie related, it can be music related, it can be clothing related, it can be name brand related, sports stars, celebrities, games, Funko Pops, anything. So that is one thing that I am coming up, sprucing up ideas with, but I'm going to do it. It's going to be my unique top 10 list. But I will talk more about that in an update in a couple of weeks' time. Like, I just wanted to do this vlog just to let things that were eating up inside, like, and they weren't like eating up inside, it was just pissing me off so much. I also want to talk about one more thing, and I want to, because it's now increasingly happening on YouTube, and it's directing at people in the YouTube movie community, and it's a thing called bullying, cyberbullying. Now, on my Facebook, I have a thing where it's called, I want to stop all this cyber stalking, and I just think it's totally wrong. And at the end of the day, there have been people in the YouTube movie community, besides myself, that have been targeted by bullies. Like, and there's certain people that just want to be horrible to other people for no damn reason and just to make stupid excuses. Why? It's annoying me because I have people that talk to me and are like upset of these situations. They're not upset, but they're also not only upset, they're angry as well. Like, why somebody that's a long time friend and other people's friends that are just being like this. I don't know what's going on anymore. I always thought that everybody belonged in this YouTube movie community, and no matter whether people were getting bullied, picked on, whatever, we'd all stick together. Now it seems to be people want to leave because there's no, it's not that tight-knit community anymore, and I feel that they're right in a way, because people are getting crazy now. Like, I'm not getting into the ins and outs of what everyone's been getting bullied for and all the stuff like that, but the people that have been getting bullied, it needs to stop. And the people who are bullying them, it needs to stop, because at the end of the day, where's this tight-knit community that we all once were? I feel like it's all gone now. And if all this stupid bullying and people like blaming stuff and stuff like that carries on, then other people are going to end up leaving. All I want is this close-knit YouTube movie community to be tight again. If certain people don't want to be in it, then go. Because they're the ones that are causing the trouble, obviously. And I myself just getting pissed off because people have changed towards me since I've had my surgery, and that's how I feel for me. So that's all I'm going to say on that, and I'm going to sign off now because this video has gone on for almost 50 minutes now. So I'm going to sign out now. Please stay gaudy and have unpleasant dreams. And just remember, guys, this is only a tryout for the vlog style, and it's just my opinions. So stay gaudy, have unpleasant dreams. Ta-ta for now.